Hi. Test. How's the mic? Damn. Test. How's the mic? Decent. Somewhat decent. I can hear myself, so that helps. Back at this again, we need some leaves. Or woods. Hold on. Maybe I need wood instead. Because the leaves burn out way quick. Those leaves burn out way too quick. Really, I'm out. To rush this quick. What do I need? What do I need? Oh yeah, bio. I need the bio. Wait. Actually, I don't want to use too much leaves right now. Really don't need it. Okay. So that takes what? Oh, 8 leaves for 4 biomasses? Yep, okay. Always clean up after yourself. Oh, look at the woods here, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, and it cleared the back too, so James was right. That's like so much wood. Especially since wood burns a lot slower, you know? Yeah, yeah. This is satisfying though, to me. Let's leave. Okay. Yeah, that running is way much faster. Let's optimize here. We got a constructor. Missing what? Reinforced plates and cable. Damn, really? I'm really missing that much. Nah, guan, me not. There's no way. I actually am. Can I make a container? So we can make a container. Damn. You know what we have to do now? Quickly. To make reinforced wood. I just need enough energy. I think that's it. So now we should have enough for our generator, right? Yeah, it just needs to go all the way in here. In the meantime, yup. We need to run to our base quick. Power still looks good. I think everything else here is fine. Should I take my base with me? Let me take it with me just in case. Jump out of here. Like, can you die from falling from here? Light. How much? Oh, look at this! I'm so satisfied with this production, though. Like, look at the rate at which this is coming through. And is it backlogged? Oh, it's backlogged as well. Now we've done a good job in this one. We have done a good job in this one. Is this MK1s or MK2s? It's MK2s, okay. Yeah, man. I'm satisfied with this factory. There's probably a way we could improve it as well. 95 of these. Yeah, I knew we would complete that objective quick. 95 rotors, just like that. Just like that. Don't you love it? Don't you love it? Come here, close my right, that's enough, jump. Oh, this ran out of juice. Actually did. Oh shit. It's just leaves. It needs more biomass. Well, it needs leaves is what it needs, right? No fuel. I wonder if this would turn on or if the fuse has to be turned on as well. You know what I mean? That one is connected to this. This is connected to that. So these just need like starting fuel. And everything is going to start. Okay. Okay, so good. I can't wait to make those vehicles though. Because we have them. We have it as a shortcut. Did we run out of leaves here as well, or what's going on? Oh, we did? Shit. So if we ran out of juice there, how much fuel do we have here? 157. Oh, what is that? Should probably explore that side. In the meantime, let me exchange. So my question is, why are all these reds? No fuel? Is it line? Or is this just slow? Oh, it's just slow. I really want to make sure that that starts. Alright, go on then. Okay, there we go. Ooh, and where does this stop? Man, we're backlogged though. So we can... What should we make next? Because we have filled up all the screws here, which is good, but it's unused resource. Should probably make reinforced plates and make it face that direction. That is what would make sense. Let's fill this up in the meantime. This is also making screws. Goodness gracious. Nah, this is crazy. What was I designing here? Alright, damn. Keep this back. Arrange this. Let me just go make the cables, then we can come back. But screws? 2 forms of screws. I guess whatever objective I really needed. I must have really needed screws around that time. Are we backlogged? No? Huh? So what is this producing? Don't tell me this ran out of, what did this need? Wood? Yeah, that's biomass, but what type? Oh, leaves. That takes leaves, right? Damn. And how much does this have right now? 35. How much wood is needed here? This takes wood, right? Yep. Yeah, man. I'll just let this one keep going. But then we also need... a biofuel. Oh yeah, wood is way better. I never paid attention to the numbers as much. 4 wood gives you 20 biomass? Yeah. Yeah, man. turn this around. But I forgot to share the... Say I'm live on Discord. Alright. How's our copper? Looking good. Need 2 of these, right? Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we have enough now. We definitely have enough now. But the rates of these MKs are so slow. I have to do something about this. Hold on. The rate is just way too slow. What? Yep, valid upgrade. Valid upgrade. Yeah, this is backlogged all the way though. So technically what I should do is create another container. Because this thing is filled up. It's actually filled up. Okay. Stop, cuz. You're not asleep. I can't trust no one these days. We called though in the fam chat.
Milestone reached. Power production can now be fully automated by burning coal,
What's the word,
which has
though?
been added to the resource scanner. Water is also necessary to run the coal-powered generator and will require a network of pipelines to be transported from a
Oh, what
water
did we
source.
unlock this time?
To assist with locating and identifying water, Fixit has
Okay.
compiled this guide. Water is a somewhat reflective liquid and it may have thick vegetation growing nearby. To test if something is water,
Okay,
try touching
tractor,
it. If it is not solid and does not corrode your suit, it is probably water.
Oh, we need to unlock this. That's what we need to unlock next. Steel beam. Damn. So much machinery here. But this should be next objective, right? But what does this need? This needs 1,000 copper. Oh, we can't select what the next one is until this is back. But we know we can provide the rest. Cement blocks, easy. Copper, we need that much. What is this? A rotor. And then this is modular frame, which needs reinforced plates and rods. Okay. So that means we need screws as well. No, we need metal plate and screws, yeah. And we have enough. We have enough for that. So we could make a modular. We could repurpose that other factory that has all those screws to literally give us these modular frames. Yup, yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. So we need to create a modular frame factory. I think that would help us a lot. 5 minutes, milestone basic steel production. So it takes 5 minutes before we're able to start selecting what we can add. That's wild. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? I guess in the meantime we could pick this up and leave this area. One of our factories went down, so we want to check what it is. But lately, I was looking at how to identify a type of system. This chainsaw is so loud. How do you identify types of systems? Also, am I on mute? How do you identify types of systems? Oh, it's a bit muffled with this earpiece. I can switch though. I'll try and switch to a different mic. The mic on this one is not so, I don't think it's so clear. First, I think we need to run back to check the other factories. Make sure it's just not dead. This one, we know it's good. The only problem I have with this one right now is the fact that there's so much screws, like both ways. Like we need to redesign this so that it starts creating the rods. The only annoying part about this is, let's see, we need screws in 2 areas. So we need screws here and then here. And really this should go above, over here. So we have an assembler, right? So this is one assembler. And it's just giving enough screws for the iron plate, another one for the iron rod. Both would go through here. So we need to make this sort of like face each other, you know? If we're going to make this guy. But this has to be above this platform, right? But before, I need to leave here though. Like it's still making the screws fine. But we need to grab concrete. But what did this need? Oh, leaves. Does it really need leaves? I'll put wood instead. I'll put wood instead. And I'll change this to biomass wood. So if this is the power, it's using power from our power, right? We grab 500 of those. 2 minutes, we'll be able to select our objective. How's production here? Is it good? Yep, looks good. How's the power supply? Is this using MK1s? Why is that using MK1s though? Nah. We can't have that. Pause. MK1s only? Man, shit. There we go. Okay, that's backlogged, so that's good. So how's the energy supply of this? How much energy do we have left? 178, 175. Okay, this one is not bad. That is not bad at all. 48 seconds. 150 rotors though. It's like maybe we need 2 factories for the rotors. Oh, that's water on that side. Power went out somewhere. I just can't tell where power went out from. Oh, I can see it. Damn. Now this is the most expensive factory. This one here. So from that side. So what did this lose? This needs more leaves, or what does this need? Yeah, it needs leaves. Let's give this a biomass. Okay, now I understand the colors more. Green is it's like actively supplying power. But then, yeah, red is dead. Light green means it's idle. That means it's idle, nothing is coming through. Like it's ready, but it's not consuming anything. So once we have power, this should start, right? The only problem is that I don't see it supplying anything. I wonder in some cases why that's the case, you know? Oh, I know why. So when it shuts down, it means there's literally no power left, so the fuse blows. But in some cases, you run out of energy supply, right? And in that case, it doesn't blow up. It does not blow up in that case. How's this doing? How much is left though? So there's no production. Oh yeah, this is backlogged. Oh my, 200. Oh, that means we're stacked up with biofuel here. Yeah, I'll take it. She. Okay, that's good. I think this was wood. Leaves than wood. Leaves than wood. Let's add more wood here. It's better than nothing. Does this have enough? This is 200 biomass. Okay, fair. That would be a good objective for this stream, though. 30 minutes in, we finished one milestone. This guy. This guy. Oh, we still need more, huh? Yeah, we do. Well, shit. I can wait till we have like 250, right? But we do need to make our other structure, whatever it's called. Which means we need more of this. We need more wood. Oh, isn't that pretty? Look at that. What's it called? Aurora lights? Oh, that is pretty. That is so pretty. And I'm here just deforesting stuff, man. I'm proud of myself. I'm not proud. Okay. I'm sure there's a way to, you know what, I'm doing this too primitive. Like, you know what would be dope? I can experiment and create like a, what's it? A transportation route. A transportation route. That's what we could do. Right? And just use it to supply this one with energy. Like, I actually want to experiment with that, like right now. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to go over a water extractor. Hold on. Transportation, truck station. Sends or receive resources to/from trucks. Has inventory slots, transfers up to 120 stacks per minute to or from dockable vehicles. Allows refuel vehicles if it has access to matching fuel. There's a tractor, right? Picks up and delivers resources at truck stations. Oh, at truck stations. This process can be automated. Sugar cube. So it needs a rotor and it needs that device. So I can't make one yet. Well, then this is the vehicle path. What's the difference between both? Tractor, vehicle path. Defines roads that the vehicles can drive on to automatically transfer resources across stations. I was hoping that the vehicle could be used to, just transfer into containers, right? But it looks like it needs to go into a station. So technically the two things that we'd need, is a vehicle station. It needs this modular frame. Yeah, we 100% need to get that. But I'm like stuck between getting enough wood here versus getting it closer towards where I want to build stuff. I'm already here, so I might as well just max out. We like 100% need some machine though. This is like too slow. I'm not sure if it's OCD, but I'm like, does it make sense to finish one area before you move over to the next area? at all these rocks. Yeah, there's way too much, enough valuable access to trees on this side. Dang, I'm destroying that dodo bird's habitat, man. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. How much slots left do I have? Yeah, we might have more wood. We definitely have more wood. For 4 woods make 20 biomass, so that's good. Compared to leaves, it's not as effective. Notice that when the chainsaw hits, it also cuts off the leaves that are close by. So it's closer towards an absorber. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Damn. Oh, where is this area? I feel this is good. This is good. One more. Alright, I'm gone. I'm gone as promised. I'm gone. You definitely have enough energy. So what did we need to create this space? Where is it? We need 20 rotors. That is the modular frames is what we need now. Modular frames. What about for trucks? Is it the same? A tractor? Modular frames as well, reinforced plates and rotors. This is rotors and cables. How much reinforced plates do we have right now? 25? Yeah, we should probably max out. Grab some from here. Return this one back. Smart plating. Why do we need that? I don't feel like we need that one. Oi! Drop this back. Cables, and the rotors is what we need next. Let me just make sure the power supply here is good enough. I think this is for leaves, or is it for wood? Yeah, leaves. Supply it with that one. So then with this is woods, right? Oh, this is leaves as well. Really, why? 2 paths for the same thing? Oh, okay, this is a different power source. Nah, I lied. I need to grab all of that back. And give this 2 woods. This is gonna go for a long time. 2 woods, maybe 1 wood even. Hold on. 1 batch of woods, that's good enough. to pick all of that back. And then change this to woods. It's just more effective. 4 woods. 4 woods will give us a lot more. Yeah, that's maxed out. This is good. Going to go all the way. We need to check the other side now. And look at how backlogged this biofuel is, though. That's leaves. Let's give it more. So that has power, right? So this is using biofuel. Yeah, that should be fine. That's enough. Especially since it's backlogged, then yeah, we're chilling, we're good. We're good on both sides. This is reinforced plates. Well, this is just plates. How's our reinforced plates at this side? Okay, yeah, good. Alright, we're going to head back now. Yeah, I think leaves respawn. It just respawns very slow. Because there's not a place I can't remember that I didn't take out those leaves, right? Or maybe I'm wrong and I just missed some details. It was definitely like a small bush here and I took it out so that I could use the leaves for energy. This side is down. We can repurpose this too, right? Yeah, we could repurpose this as well for plates. For not plates, what's it called? Assembler. I'm trying to look at the layout for how that would turn out. Because we need to rearrange this side or just repurpose it. Because this is like wasted or unused resource right now. So let me just look at how to redesign this. We take the plates. From the plates we can make screws, right? Plates and screws make reinforced surface plate. And reinforced surface plate is used to create this modular frame. But yeah, this also has plates. So those two sides have a backlog of plates that are completely unused, and we have all this field area here. So it makes sense that we can actually use this specific location right now to create a modular frame. We have reinforced plates at the other side, we have modular frame here, we have rotors being created at that side. And then that rotor, you can grab the rotors from here and feed it so that it makes a modular frame for us right here. Or we just let this grow with rotors, right? So we stock up, it's a dedicated space for rotors. Come over here, create the reinforced. What does this need? To create this modular frame, we need, surface plate and rods. So with surface plates and rods come screws, right? We need screws for both. Screw and plate creates reinforced surface plate. Screw and rod. Screws. Wait, screws create rods? That's not true. Oh, ignats just create the rods, so that's even cheaper. So ignats to rod, screws and plates for reinforced iron plates. So since we already have plates right here, what we can do is to use this side for the reinforced surface plate, right? And then use the other side there. We need to repurpose that production section so that it faces this way and we have rods instead. I think that's the right alignment. I just think this side is easier to design than the other side. The other side we have more capacity, right? So should I mark this location for that? Yeah, 2 areas making the modular thing. And there's one for rotors. Because the rotor is just right there. What's the end goal? Is it the modular frame or is it the rotor? Rods and screws versus rods and plates. We already have one factory for rotor, we don't have for the modular frame. Rods, they both need rods, that's their common denominator. So we can create, here we can create the rod factory. Then what are screws made out of? Screws are made out of rods. Okay. And rods are made out of ignite. So we need surface plate, iron plate, and rods is what we need. That's it. For now, let's keep it stupid simple. Iron rods and plates is what we need. But to make reinforced iron plate to be specific. Yeah, okay. So it's from rods. So we can have a conveyor splitter. Since we need rods both ways, right? For the reinforced iron plates, we need screws. To make screws, we need rods. So we need to create the rods, have a conveyor splitter. The splitter would pass through a constructor to make screws. And then would feed that into an assembler that makes the reinforced plate. And then finally, another assembler is going to take in that reinforced plate, right? And create a modular frame for us with rods. So the same path that we would use from the rods, it just needs to be split. So one goes directly inside the modular frame, and then the other would funnel and go through to create the screws for us, which we would combine with an iron plate. Okay. So the foundation really is iron rod. Iron rod to screws, iron rod to screws, iron rod to iron plate. Interesting. We have the iron plates here, so that's cheaper for us. Yeah, we have the iron plate, so that's fine. The main part is really just the screws to repurpose the other side for iron rod so that we can make this reinforced plate. And modular frame. Iron rod splits into reinforced plate. Iron rod splits into reinforced plate. Iron rod splits into modular frame. Iron rod splits into... Iron rod splits in for the screws and it splits in for the modular frame. That's it. That's an expensive redesign though. Like, can we move stuff? Or do we have to dismantle it? It would be nice if you could pick this up and just shift it. Doesn't look like we can do that though. And these are just plates too. Yeah, those are just plates, man. Damn. Alright, let's start building. I would use that side, but I think the resources that we need are already available for us to do this. Look at how many screws we have here. Same thing. Like these are really filled up. So what I'm going to do is pause production here. You have the iron rods. Another thing I am going to try and do here is upgrade. Might give me that. Give me this one. Yep, we're increasing the rate. The iron ignats are full, so that's fine. We're just increasing the rate of the rods. Okay. So we let this backfill. And in the meantime, damn, this screw needs to be split. That's what I'm saying. We only care about having one of these, right? So ideally what I should do is I should transfer. I should transfer this. Because we need an iron rod for screws, and we already have screws, right? Let me drop this right there. Look at this in my lab. Iron rods to screws. Then we funnel screws, as we already have here, we funnel the screws into an assembler to create a reinforced plate. Okay, yeah, this works here. This works here, like that. The only qualm I have is this is also making screws, right? Yeah, we have surplus of screws, right? We're still filling up, we're still filling up. Yeah, look at this, man. There's no way. We have surplus of screws. Man. I want to pause, but I think I want to let production keep running. We need to combine both factories. Or leave them as separate paths. Oh yeah, this is okay. Yeah, we could split this. We could split this and combine. I don't care, we can definitely do that. It's the same idea. It's the same idea. We can 100% do that. So let's start with reinforced iron plate. That's all we need to start off with. Reinforced iron plate takes in... Ooh. Yeah, we need to redesign this. Because reinforced iron plate takes in an iron plate and screws. So we need iron plate and we need screws. Interesting, such a complex, meaningfully complex design. A meaningfully complex design. Alright, let me see. So how do we get iron plates from all this? Constructor can create iron plates. So we need that to be split up. I mean, it's creating an iron rod right now, or we can create a funnel that splits out and create iron plates for us from the iron ingots themselves, right? That should be more than enough. Now let me shut all this down and redesign. I need to shut this down and redesign. So this is fine. We need this to split. So we need a conveyor splitter that splits for the iron rods. Conveyor splitter to iron rods. Like right here. So now we will have a constructor. From this splitter we have a constructor that creates the iron rod for the screws. That's fine. And then we also need another constructor that creates what's it called? One for the iron rod, one for the iron plates. And then once that's done, then we can start building on to connect the rest of everything else. The only thing I want to do is how do we maintain the existing design that we have? Because we're redesigning right now the layout. And the qualm would have is the spacing here has to be a little bit different. I think we need to tilt it. And I also think it's going to be expensive to, yeah, we already have items here, so it's going to be expensive to like rotate. Except we create crates so that we could literally redesign this whole thing, right? Like sometimes it's easier to just nuke everything than to try and fix it. Yeah, I'll make the hard decision. I'm gonna stop production. I need to force myself to redesign this. Yep. Let's redesign. And this path is fine. Yeah. We're going to create crates. Like, how do we do a proper redesign here? Like, what needs to change? What needs to change is we need a conveyor splitter from here. So from what I remember, if we're going to have it this way, we put a conveyor splitter right here, and we just move everything forward a little bit and make it face that way. That's all. That's all we're doing. And then I feel like we're not utilizing enough space. But we could start this way and then redesign it again afterwards if need be. So we're going to destroy this, have crates right here so that we can adjust it and transfer things later on, right? Alright, let me do this. Where is our hub? Like, damn. Why is it jumpy? That thing was all giddy though. Like what? Alright, store this, we don't need it. We need the rotors. We don't need coal. We don't need that. We don't need these screws. Or maybe we need some of these screws. Hold on. We don't need all of this energy, at least not right now. This. This goes as well. Biofuel is for energy. We don't need that right now. We don't need the cables, or this cable, or this cable. Basically, all the resources we need, we would be able to construct them back, right? We just come back here for anything that we think we would actually need. Since we're deconstructing, we should get all our resources back. And the first thing we need to make is just a reinforced iron plate. And then the rods need to have a pipe. And then now we need boxes, right? It all faces this way, that's where it stops. So the construction of stuff here is fine. I put one path for both. Let me just start removing those. This power supply is fine, we don't need to change that. But we do need to... What we need to change is really from here. Or maybe I didn't even need to get rid of that. But anyway, we started. Literally started. Oh, look at all of that. All of that space. We're going to come back here. We're going to create some crates. One, two. Can we select multiple? Transfer all types. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's so much cleaner. Isn't it crazy that a small crate can contain more than this big container? Like, it literally has more. That's wild. Yeah, transfer all types. Can I grab all those? Thank you. Yep. Store this inside this container. Transfer all types as well. Then now we needed plates, right? So we have our ignits here. These ignits need to transfer into a constructor. That's why I'm grabbing this. How much space do we have? Oh, we just need a plate. I'm like, it's instead of going all the way back, it's easier to just grab from my inventory. What is this? These are rods. We need to grab all of that from here. What was that? Sample dismantle? Oh! So we could just sample... Oh, sample building the thing. Oh, wow. No way. Oh, that is mad convenient. I should have been paying attention. I'm just finding this out now. Just finding out now. That's good. Let's grab all of that, dismantle this. The power pole over there, yeah, that power pole is fine. We don't need to destroy it. Grab all of this one. This one is good. Yeah, 500, yeah. Definitely enough screws. So let's make our reinforced iron plate. First thing is first is we need our constructor, but this needs to, I lied, this actually needs to split. We need a splitter for this conveyor. Oh damn. Like Loki, should that have a platform? Like right here? And the key part is we need the MKs though. Okay, so that would work. That's making sure we have alignment. So we'd go into here, and then we have two constructors. One constructor for our, what's it called? We need one constructor for our, plates, and then the other for the rods, right? So where should which one go? I think that really depends on our assembler. For our assembler, it takes in two inputs, right? For the modular, it needs reinforced surface plates. Surface plates take screws, 12 screws and 6 plates. Okay, 12 screws, 6 plates. 12 screws and 6 plates. That's for the reinforced surface plates, right? But this needs the rods. So the rods itself would need a splitter because we go ignite to create iron rod, right? Ignite creates iron rod and another constructor for the plate, right? So the rod should be on the right side, maybe plates will be on the left. So let's keep, which one is cheaper? The rods are going to be more expensive, so they should be on the right side, I feel. And then the plates should be afterwards. But we just have so much screws on the other side as well. I'm like, that's a bit crazy. Like the rate of consumption we have should be so high that I just transfer all the screws we have into 3 containers, right? And then plates, I would honestly do the same thing. I would in fact create a conveyor to transfer it. If you create conveyors to transfer, right? So really this one station is just going to be doing both. So we could connect all the screws at that side over to this side instead. Yeah, that is an engineering problem. I think it makes sense. Well, let's build the first one and then we could reconstruct it again. We can't make everything just perfect. Yeah, so that makes sense. Happy 4th, Franken. Why'd you leave the Discord like that, bro? Like we had things to say afterwards. Like that was just uncalled for. I don't understand. Well, maybe that's how you treat people, so. Constructor. Where's our constructor? Right here. Because it has to be split. So one here, then one on the other side. Or is there enough space though? The cheaper one for... Shoot. The cheaper one should be on the left side. Which one is more expensive? The surface plate is more expensive. You keep saying you don't want my help, and all I want to do is share, so there's no point otherwise. No, I think you misunderstand. Like, sometimes you have to respect people's choices, right? Like, if I say I want to play this game and experience it a certain way, like, that's my choice. You understand? So I'm grateful for sharing, but it doesn't make sense for you to be upset about that. You understand? Like, I still listen and I take it, but it's also the way you left that didn't make sense. I'm like, to each their own though. Spacing. Would this fit in here? And this into here. And the surface plate should face this side. Why is there so many proteins? Oh, every monster we kill, we could convert it into proteins. Ah, that's interesting. Spitter, Stinger, Hatcher, Hog. You know, I like the fact that these are all predators that attack you. But the peaceful ones, if you kill them, I don't think they can convert them into protein. Which makes sense, right? Like, it's more fair in that situation. Alright, 2 constructors. This needs to be able to make us an iron plate. I think we need that space for that much. And then the iron rod is also here, right? And then we convert iron rods into screws or nah? Oh, no way! What? Oh yeah, we do. I thought we could just create screws like that. I was like, what? Yeah, we need the rods. And then this iron rod needs to be split. But I'm like tempted between which one is going to occupy more space. Should it be on the left? It should be on the right hand side. We need to swap it. So this should be plates instead. This is iron plates. This is iron rod. We split that iron rod. It has to have a splitter as well. Out of cables. Damn. To get a cable. Let's get some 200 cables here. Yo, where's the splitter? Nope, that's good. I want the splitter to come from here. Yeah, but that's what you're saying. Who said it doesn't matter? When you were here giving me tips, was I not grateful for it? Was I not answering your questions? Was I not saying, oh, good, you showed me pictures of the biomass factory? I literally said on the Discord, I will check it out. You sent pictures. I don't know what those pictures are. I'm going to play the game, and then I will figure it out. And I'll be like, oh, that's what you're talking about. But if you want to be sensitive about it, I'm like, that's completely on you. Like, I wouldn't want you on the Discord either if you were going to have the attitude. Before you left, I literally was asking you about, sounds like you're going through some things. I don't know what those things are because I'm not you. But I'm here to listen. But at the same time, too, I'm creating a community of positive space and positive energy. And I'll put a fine line behind like the attitude that certain people bring into the community. So if you want to leave, then, bye. Thanks for being here. It was fun while you were here. And wish you good luck in finding people that you think understand you. But it takes communication to understand people, right? So you saying that's completely in your headspace. It's your interpretation. It's not reality. Like, it's not true. What you do matters. Now, how much you want it to matter, maybe that's where the difference is. And that's why you have to respect people's choices. But I'm not going to go around kneeling down, trying to patter to people. Like, everyone has a responsibility as an adult to maintain their energy. Damn, what was that? What was that? What did I do that for? Because I can't multitask at the same time. So we need these rods to flow in and out of here, right? But before doing this, I wanted to do something else that made sense. Oh yeah, I needed I know what I needed biofuel. That's good, we're probably stocked up on production. So we need to split this. This is an iron rod. So this needs to go into a location for, what we're trying to do is the reinforced surface plate. It's the first thing. Why did it shrink? Oh, that's what happened. I fat fingered it by accident. So we don't care to build anything like that. Show all. Only show affordable. Show all. Oh no, this is showing affordable right now. And now this is toggle to show all. Okay. This is what we want. Iron plate split into screws. So we need to start with the screws first. Right? They made this one like tricky, complex. The common denominator here is rods. That's it. We need rods for screws and we need rods back to the modular frame itself, but then it needs a reinforced iron plate. Right? So going in order, just from top down, is we need to craft the iron plates. Yeah, we have that. We have the rods. The iron rod side should go to screws, but then we'll need a splitter for the iron rod for the screws and later for the modular frame itself. That's it. Screws and then for the modular frame. Iron rod for screws and iron rod for modular frame. I'll keep it simple like that. Screws for rods. So we need another constructor here because this one is for rods. So screw can be this side, right? Because the assembler is going to be facing this location, I think. So we need one for another constructor. Because positioning also matters. Like right here. Or should I tilt it though? Instead of doing it that way, should it all face the same direction? I think that makes sense. Let's create a little bit more space. Then this will be for the screws. We'll configure it. Can we make an attachment? Yeah, we can make an attachment, so that alignment is good. This is for iron plate, right? So iron rod to here, iron rod from here would make the screws. And what do we need? Next is the reinforced iron plate, which would take in the plates from here and the screws from here. Yeah, the plates and the screws from here. Oh, because this is for rods, right? Yeah, we need to move this closer, I think. Because we need the reinforced plates, right? Which needs screws anyway. This is the type of game that I need to like draw it out first. So I'm a visual learner, so I have to draw out the design. But since I'm not on a PC, I mean I could do it manually, like pause the game, carve something and then build it. But right now, we're just looking for placement. We'll start with placement and then we connect everything together after, right? So what's this? This is the iron ignitor to create the iron plate. The screws would then be generated from here. And then what we would have next is, do we have the assembler now for the reinforced iron plate finally? And where would that be? Because it needs the screws to be right, like closer in front of it. So literally, would it take this position? And would it fit into this position? Is also the question, you know. I can't tell. Would it fit? I don't think it would. I don't know. So that fit. So that's a good sign. But it might be, this might be too bent. Uh-oh, it did. It did. I'll take it. If this fits, I'll take it. I don't like the alignment. You know what? Just because, yeah, should I put foundations? Or was that fine and I'm being too picky? Let's put a decent foundation here, you know? Surface is too uneven. Man, this would be so much nicer on a mouse, because once you start to hover over objects, it just starts to get extra, you know? And now it's like, if you put one foundation, does that mean you now have to put multiple, you know, foundations around? How is the surface too uneven at that point, you know? Why you lying? Oh my gosh. That's way better. That 1 meter made a difference, and then this can connect all the way here. Yup. And we should put a container in between. That would just be nice. A container for the plates? Yup. And I'm actually going to create a conveyor. That connects all the way. Should I do that, or should I just transfer? I know I'm definitely going to transfer stuff. Yeah, constructor. What's the output here? Oh, nothing. Why is that nothing there? Oh yeah, yeah, screws. So I said that should be screws, right? Rods to screws, and then this is iron plate. Both of that get fed into this assembler, right? This assembler is going to be used to create the reinforced, yep. And then finally, we have another one for the modular frame. We're going to place that one there. I guess we can add the connection, but before we do that, I'm like, maybe put two containers that have a conveyor merger and that feed into this. We definitely need a container here for like a buffer, to act as a buffer. Damn! It's too close. Here to here. Then here to here, right? But I wanted to put a conveyor, I won't say splitter, is it merger? Something that can feed inside here and then, yeah, it's a splitter. It goes in one, I know it's a merger, but it should merge onto here. Because I have lots of plates at the other side, right? All the way across that side. So what makes sense to do is to put... So it goes into one and goes into different directions here, right? I think it's a conveyor merger I need. So yeah, to take several inputs and then one output. The output will be this direction. Will that connect to this? No. Oh damn, well why not? Now these are inputs, and yeah, output from the shape. But I guess it's just a tad bit too close. It's just a tad bit too close, man. But I 100% want to backlog and fill this side up. We have enough space though, so... Nah, it's too tight. This thing is too tight, bro. Yeah, that's too tight. Huh? Okay, so this would fit. That's good. And then where would this fit? Nah. So I need to move it an inch again. Damn. Damn, nah. That would not work. This would work though. Can I? Shit. Bruh. Okay, nice. That would work. That would definitely work. There we go. Then now I just another container, literally. Another container that would move from here to there. I need to face it this direction is what I'm trying to do. Yup. All the plates. All the plates going through here, man. The iron plates, we double stack it. The screws will honestly low-key do the same thing. But this is going to be producing screws. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And then that would go inside here if this fits. Last time we checked, that would fit. That would fit just fine. But it's the fact we have so much screws though. So we need another container here. I might need to expand this out just a little bit. Like, we have all this space here. Okay, let's draw it out. Reconstruct this, pull this out here a little bit. Pull this out here and then tilt it. Let it face that direction. Right. Because finally, once we have the reinforced plates, we'll have screws. So we need a container for this. %100% need a container for this. Oh yeah, but we need the... This is the rod. The rods. Shit. Ooh. Ooh, hold on, I'm mad. Yeah, it's the splitter we need. The thing is that I'm building it, I'm redesigning the thing. So I'm going, it makes sense to have another container. It makes sense to have another container. Well, I said we needed space, right? So the issue was with the constructor. Maybe I just build one and stop overthinking it. I want to be very clear and intentional about what I'm building. This goes to iron rods. Iron rods would create screws, but we need a container for the amount of iron rods we have, because we have a backfill all the way across on the other side. We literally have that, right? So it's like, once we create this, is there a way to transfer all of those over to this machine, or should we just build one here? Because if we have a container for the rods, that would be immensely helpful, right? Because we know we have the constructor as well. So honestly, just build it and then maybe scale it to create another modular architecture to build this blueprint as well. But yeah, if screws are going directly inside here, this is where I was like, it makes sense to split this, like move this a little bit further, and then the same thing for the other side, because it will funnel back, right? It's going to funnel back. Or I just shut up and build it and then redesign it afterwards. Like, oh, now that I've built this, what's a way to make it better, and do that on a different side of the factory. Because all this thinking I'm doing in the meantime could have been production work going on. It's like, make it work, make it pretty, make it fast. Should be the right approach. That's what I think. That's the right approach. But it makes sense for this to have a container. We need a container for screws. That's what I'm trying to say. Or yeah, man. That's all I can say. Yeah, man. Especially for the first design, it's not about getting it optimally right. It's just getting it right to make it work. Make it work at first. And we can start talking. Make sure everything can be aligned. So this can connect to here. This can connect to here. That's good. This is configured for screws. No. Configured for rods. This one, yeah, the rods. The rods goes into here, creates the screws. Now this would be screws. Because we have rods, we have screws, we have our container for more rods that we will add from a different location. This is extra surplus. I was trying to do this because we're double stacked here. We're going to have enough iron plates, right? And then this will be configured, if it's not already, with a reinforced surface plate, iron plate. And then finally from this reinforced iron plate, we're going to have, another assembler here. Literally another assembler here. That's not an assembler. I was like, are they always that small? I feel like we should put a platform here. Nah, there's no way. It's not aligned. Oh, it is aligned, damn. Okay, so that works. And then what would this need? This would need the rods as well. 3 reinforced iron plates, 12 iron rods, which is why it's a good thing we have our buffer of iron rods. I'm literally going to grab all the iron rods we have from there and feed it into here. And then it just keeps backlogging to build. As I think about a different design, like what do I want that other half of the factory to have? Ideally, I want it to connect to this one and supplement it, right? So create, a pathway for all those iron rods to come all the way here instead. I think we have our design. We just need to link everything up and turn on power. So now how much power do we need though? That's 15 megawatts, 15, that's 30. This is 4, this is 34, 38. Okay, 38, so 42. I need 42. Then one of these supply how much? 30 megawatts each. I need 42, so if we have 3 biomass burner, like a cluster of biomass burners, all burning together, this will be enough to supply our factory here. Because this is 4, and this is also, what's this, 4? It's going to take, oh, 5 megawatts, and then 4, so that's 9 megawatts too. So yeah, we need to buffer 60 biomass burners. So if this is supplying energy to this one, we should put a conveyor splitter like what Franken was showing last time. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be 120 megawatts. So that's sufficient enough. And then we just connect them with poles all the way around here. But yeah, I think that's a good design. Speaking of good design, I'm like, doesn't it make sense? Either makes sense to do 2 things. One, end the stream here so it doesn't go past an hour. And then I can be back. Or actually just build it off. I would remember, because this took a lot of thinking. In systems thinking, we have all these flows here that transform our stock of resources. Goes in this way, here, here, here. Then yeah, we'll have our supply. So I'm going to link all of this up together. I will use the MK2, especially for the longer routes. Shorter routes, MK1. Longer routes, or if there's a decent enough gap, we'll use the MK2. So now, let's see if we can put everything together. And come back and focus on power. So that's good there. Just because I feel it's so small. Oh, does this create a bottleneck because we're using a smaller supply, you know? Sure, she did just all the MK2s. You know? It's tempting though. It's so tempting. Wait. What is this, MK1? Yeah. I did this for alignment at first, but I think just using the MK2s makes sense. Oh, the longer you stretch, the more, okay. That is smart design though. Bro, don't play with me. We tested this. Oh, it's not that side. It's not that side. Yeah, I was getting scared. I was getting scared, dude. Like, huh? This 100% deserves a buffer. I know before, I was like, you know, even if it goes high and then low, it 100% deserves a buffer. But there's no space, that's the thing. There's no way we have space. There's no way we would not have space for this. Nah, Guan. Like, we know this would work, but then how to connect it all the way back here is going to be such a pain. I'm going to like have to come here, think about, okay, which MK to use. Let's use MK1, connect the first half here. How tall should it be? you know? I wish you could rotate it, like you could just flip this right. Let it just face like a 90 degrees of my location, right? Like just literally like a lever turn towards this way. But there's no way to do it like that. And then from there, what do we have to... Oh, we can make it even, right? And then it takes in this way. We want this to be a little bit higher with this. Nah, there's no way this actually... I just tried this and it's working. And then we connect. Oh my God, we can't. Oh, that is sweet. Oh no, that is so sweet. The beauty of trying things out. I'm not sure how it works, but I'm gonna try it out. I've never done a design like this before. Look at that. Would you look at that? And it's the proper flow too. So literally we could use the conveyor lifts as a way to, reach the same playing field, right, when things are uneven. Wow, no, that is great. Those are super useful. Yeah, man, as promised. I'm gonna end it here, save. I would ideally want to be back in an hour or two. So like maybe by 11 or by 10. But I'm going to lock in for some other things. Wish you guys a smooth rest of your day, your weekend, whatever time zone it is. And I'll catch us on the next one, man. Catch us on the next one.